As most of you guys know around here, quite many of us enjoy the show known as Regular Show. This video may just change your view on the show. You have been warned. The theory goes as follows. Mordecai and Rigby, the two main characters of the show, are the figment of two bored gas station employees' imaginations while on acid. Yeah, you heard me right. Mordecai and Rigby, the entire show, every single stinking episode is a drug trip. This makes sense because the crazy plot and sudden resolving action support such a statement. So you don't believe me? Well, you don't have to, but think about this. I'm going to randomly choose the episode First Day, Season 2, Episode 25. The entire plot is based off a game of rock, paper, scissors, or as Pops calls it, quartz, parchment, shears. That goes horribly wrong, leading to a monster battling for an old chair. The situation suddenly de-escalates by way of Mordecai and Rigby breaking a tie in the game of rock, paper, scissors. Now I want you guys to think about this for a second. What would two bored gas station employees play in their free time at, let's just say, 2 in the morning? Makes you think, doesn't it? In fact, it should make you rethink every single stinking episode under this lens. Not all, but a lot could stem from two bored employees thinking up stupid scenarios while on drugs. This is just a theory though, and I don't expect you to believe me without any hard evidence. That's where part 2 comes in. You better buckle up, because this is about to get wild. I got 5 words for you. 2 in the AM, PM. This semi-one-off episode of Regular Show was, in my opinion, where it all started. Posted in 2006, 3 years before Regular Show was released, J.G. Quintel posted this gem of a one-off episode showcasing just what was described to you previously. Two bored gas station employees on Halloween who indulge unexpectedly on spiked Halloween candy at 2 in the morning. What follows this 7-minute, 23-second video is a wild trip where we see the two looking and talking to each other in different shape-shifting forms. A few familiar faces are seen actually. Pops, Mordecai, and Benson are all characters the two change into, but for some odd reason, the changing stops when one of them is Mordecai and the other Benson. Why not Rigby, you may ask? Well, we don't have Rigby's voice actor, but who we do have is none other than J.G. Quintel voicing Mordecai and Sam Marin voicing Benson. Marin is JG's best friend and the voice of not only Benson, but Pops and Muscle Man as well, most notably. My hypothesis is that JG had the characters made up in his head, but didn't want to include Rigby due to not having William Sailors to properly do the voice character of Rigby. These two original gas station employees were where it all began for JG, and thus created every event and episode we see play out through the 8 seasons of Regular Show as the result of a figment of the two's imagination off of being drugged. On top of that video, in the 13th episode of Season 2, called Do Me a Solid, at the very end of the episode, we see Rigby standing in front of a VCR that has a clock that reads 4:20. That could just be a coincidence, but the video cuts to Mordecai, then back to Rigby, and the clock reads 9:25. The very next scene sees Rigby going to the VCR to pull out a tape, and the clock has changed back to 4:20. Not only that, but Rigby's hand glitches through the clock almost to draw attention to the numbers on the clock. This is a lesser piece of evidence to support this theory, but evidence nonetheless. In conclusion, you don't have to believe me as this is just a theory, but I hope I entertained you through this video and gave you something to think about the next time you're watching Regular Show. Nonetheless, Regular Show quite possibly could be the greatest show to ever grace the screen. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching and for the incredible support in the videos lately, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.